Hi, this is the syllabus for our course, English 101, Syllabus for Reading and Composition. This syllabus, by the way, is probably the most important document of the entire semester because it kind of controls everything that's going on. In other words, we get to see what the expectations are, how grades are determined, what work you'll be doing, so forth and so on. I know if you're right out of high school or nearly right out of high school, you may not be used to using a syllabus and you may not have had a class in which the syllabus was all that important. Well, this syllabus is important. Whenever there is conflict or misunderstanding, one of the things that we always do is say, well, what's in the syllabus? Because that's what really guides us. So the first thing you need to understand is how to get a hold of me. Now, who am I? By the way, I should mention my name is Andrew Hoffman, in case you are not familiar. This is our syllabus for this fall 2020. This is an 8-week course. This is our course number here. First of all, I do have district email. This is right here. You can use this, obviously, to communicate with me whenever you want. I try to look at my email about every day. Weekends, maybe, maybe not, depending. During the week, definitely every day. Office hours, 10 to 11. Now, the office hours are, of course, going to be on Zoom. Here is a Zoom personal ID. I use this personal ID for my office hours. It doesn't change day after day. It's the same ID to enter in. There's no password required. I will also, however, have on Canvas another invitation, basically a perpetual invitation, if you will, to see me during my office hours. Now, office hours are the time to communicate with me about any problems, concerns, issues. If you just want to talk, want to bounce ideas off of me in terms of what you're thinking about writing about, if there's ideas about the course, about some of the materials, anything you want to talk about, come see me during my office hours. It's especially important in an online environment that we try to communicate. We have to make the effort to communicate because obviously when we're in the classroom, it's a lot easier and communication is just as simple as having a quick conversation. Office hours is a little bit more difficult in the sense that you have to reach out through Zoom to connect, but I really hope that you all do. There is one required textbook for our course. It's called Monsters. It is now in the 2nd edition. There is a 1st edition. That is not the edition we're using. The edition we're using has a green monster, green dragon, I should say, on the cover. The recommended text, oh, and by the way, you can get the Monsters text through the Mesa College bookstore. It's also available through Amazon. It is available both as a print, an old-fashioned print book, or you can get it as an ebook. You can get it used, you can get it new, you can rent it. I do not care. What I care about is that you have it. I've listed as a recommended text the MLA handbook, which is currently in the 8th edition. Now, if you are an English major or think that you would want to be an English major, probably a good idea to acquire the handbook itself. Although I will warn you, it is going to change into the 9th edition pretty soon, so maybe hold off on that. The MLA is about documentation, and what I provide for you in this course is some handouts that simplify what's in the handbook. Now, obviously, in a couple pages of handouts, I'm not giving you everything that's in an entire book. So if you want the book, or you already have the book, you bought it for another class, or you have a friend who has the handbook, or a brother or sister, you just found it lying in the middle of the street one day, great, you've got it. Next is the catalog course description. Now, the catalog course description says what's going to happen in this class. It is the exact description that's in the catalog. Big shock, right? Catalog course course description. But let's just read it anyway. This course is designed for transfer level students for those who want to develop competence in college level reading and composition. In this course, students read, analyze, discuss, and think critically using a variety of works and sources. Based on these activities, students write essays, fully documented research projects, and other types of text for various purposes and audiences. This written work, which demonstrates effective, logical, and precise expression of ideas, totals at least 6,000 graded words. Designated sections of this course may be taught from a specific cultural perspective. Probably the thing that jumps out to most of us when I read that is this, the 6,000 words. Why? Well, the answer is simple. This is a transfer level course, right? We transfer this to San Diego State, to UCSD, to Point Loma Nazarene, to colleges and universities around the state and potentially around the nation. Now, we have a lot of transfer agreements and what are called articulation agreements with a lot of schools, especially in California. And so they know what English 101 is at Mesa College. But believe it or not, there are students who transfer to schools in other parts of the country that have never heard of Mesa College. And so when they go to that school and let's pretend you're the student, you go and you say, hey, I want 3 units of English 101. I took English 101 at Mesa College, that's freshman English, give me my 3 units. They're going to say, hey, whoa, wait a minute, we've never heard of Mesa, what's this about? One of the things that they will look for is this 6,000 words, okay? It's like the magic number, basically. A basic assumption I make as I teach this course is that each student intends to transfer to a 4-year institution. I think this is important to understand. My attitude is that this is a college level writing course. I don't teach high school. I don't teach 13th grade. I teach college, freshman English. And I want you to learn in my course the skills needed to be successful as you continue on in your education. Now you might say, whoa, wait a minute, that's not for me. I don't have that plan, right? I have other plans. I'm getting a certificate and I'm not going on to a bachelor's degree. That's great. That's wonderful. Keep this in mind. Learning how to write well, learning how to do research, learning how to document that research, learning critical thinking skills, learning how to read and analyze what you read. These are all important skills, even if you don't go on to a 4-year degree program. These are important skills that will help you be successful in your future education. Next up are the course learning objectives. I'm not going to go through those. I'm not going to read those out loud. They're pretty long. Same thing with the course learning outcomes. They're pretty long. Basically, this is, I'm going to be frank about it, something that the deans force us to put in. Yeah, the deans made me do it. But they can't make me talk about it extensively. Now, if you have questions about it, please don't hesitate to ask. But in my mind, it's not as important as some of the other things that I want to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about is number 1, things to keep in mind. 1, success or failure in school is directly related to participation. One of the tricks or one of the problems, if you will, one way or the other, with distance ed is that students need to be self-motivated. You need to participate. I can't make you participate. Right? I can't be there to, pat you on the back or kick you in the behind or whatever it is you need. I can't be there to do that. You have to motivate yourself. So please keep in mind that if you stop participating in class for a period of 1 full week or longer, remember this is an 8-week class. So 1 week of 8-week class is equivalent to 2 weeks in a 16-week class. You may be dropped. I will attempt to notify you if I'm intending to drop you. If I don't hear back from you about some good reason or why you're not participating, you will be dropped from the course. A couple of other important dates. The first date is October 21st. This is sort of your get out of jail free card date, right? You need to drop the class. If you do it by October 21st, there is basically no mark on your transcript. It's like a little secret that you were here. November 13th is the drop deadline to get a W. Please remember, a W is not an F. It just means withdraw. Okay. Now, very important that you remember that this is all on you. Right? If I don't hear from you, I may drop you. But if it gets close to November the 13th, right? I'm not going to drop a student just because I haven't heard from them in, say, a week. If you intend not to continue, you need to drop yourself, right? I try to keep my roster clean, but I also want to err on the side of keeping people in class if that's possible. Number 4 is about that 6,000 words, right? You have to do 6,000 words or you can't pass, even if your grade would indicate that you're passing otherwise, because we are telling our transfer schools that you have done the 6,000 words. That's part of the gig. It's a minimum requirement for 101. Please remember that there are specific due dates. My policy is that I do not take late work. Canvas is very good about time stamping work. So if it gets no credit, that means 0. All right, not an F for 60 points, an F for 0 points. Okay. Minimum requirements. This will be discussed when you get your first assignment, which will be fairly soon. Minimum requirements are the bare minimum you need. It basically means a C- or worse if you have not met the minimum requirements. Minimum requirements are always objective things like word count, source counts, that kind of thing. Let's take a look at the semester grades. Basically, we have short essays. There are 3 short essays that are 10% each. Class participation, which is a lot of other work that we're going to do together, including our thesis outlines, workshops, quizzes, other kinds of work. That'll be another 20%. The discussion threads, which will be done every week, and the final research paper, which is worth 20%. I want to point out disabilities. If you have eligibility for DSPS, please avail yourself of them. Number 9 is about plagiarism. I don't like to talk about plagiarism too much. I think everybody knows what plagiarism is. It's cheating. It's taking somebody else's work and passing it off as your own. You will be given an F or a 0. Well, basically a 0 is an F. Okay, again, it's not a 60% F, it's a 0% F. There is a plagiarism checker on all the work that is turned in through Canvas. It will immediately flag plagiarized work. Please know that ahead of time in case you're trying to get something by. It won't work. Number 10 is about contact. I cannot tell you enough about how important it is to stay in contact. Check your emails. I know this generation doesn't like emails any more than you like talking to people face to face. But you need to check your emails every single day in this class. Every single day. Because that's how we communicate, how I communicate and the district or college communicates to you. We don't text you. We don't post something on your Instagram account. Okay? I will try to get back to you within 48 hours. Usually, though, it's much less time than that, 72 hours on the weekends. Again, usually it'll be a lot faster than that. The rest of the syllabus, I don't have time to discuss too much. Here's a preview of what the due dates are. You want to make sure that you mark that in your calendars. Basically, there are 4 essays, chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here are the dates in which they will be due. So plan ahead. Okay, plan ahead. Do not talk to me about vacations and family holidays and work conflicts and stuff like that. That's why you're taking an online class, so you can get it in spite of all those issues. Okay? This we'll have to talk about on another opportunity when we have the first essay assigned. It's a grade scale, though. And then lastly is the MLA format for essays. This is a template. If you're not familiar with MLA, the first thing you need to do is look at this very carefully.